AI tools are making work easier and faster than anything we've seen before. ChatGPT can write entire articles in seconds. Midjourney can create full paintings in an instant. And there are tools now that can build full apps without a developer touching a keyboard. So if all of this can be done without hiring people, what happens to the jobs? A lot of people believe that this new technology is going to replace human workers, and it's already happening. Originally, we thought that AI would be replacing menial jobs with repetitive tasks, but we're now seeing layoffs for white-collar workers like engineers, designers, and writers. Tech companies cut over 260,000 jobs in 2023 and 2024 combined, while their stock prices and revenue increased, showing that they can get more productivity with fewer people working. This is Moneypedia. Making money makes sense. This is not the first time technology has eliminated jobs. It's happened over and over throughout history. In the early 1900s, there were over 100,000 people working as street cleaners in major US cities, and their job was to shovel horse manure off the streets because horses were everywhere. When cars replaced horses, those jobs disappeared. Candle making used to be a major industry, and when electricity spread in the 1920s and 1930s, that industry collapsed. Elevator operators were common in buildings until automatic elevators became reliable in the 1950s and 1960s. Switchboard operators connected phone calls manually until automated systems replaced them. Typists and typing pools disappeared when personal computers and word processing software became standardized. In every case, the pattern was the same. Old jobs disappeared, new jobs were created, and productivity went up. Because cars needed maintenance and manufacturing, street cleaners became mechanics and factory workers. Because electricity needed power plants and bulbs needed manufacturing, candle makers found work in electric plants and light bulb factories. The economy grew. More people had jobs than before, just different jobs. Technology usually changed what people did, not whether people worked. That's the pattern we've seen for over a century. Old industries die, new industries are born, more total jobs exist after the transition than before. But something different is happening this time, and it's showing up in the numbers in a way that should make everyone pay attention. AI is now doing sophisticated and creative work better than humans in many cases, and it's learning at a pace that's catching everyone off guard. Let's look at what's actually happening right now. Customer support used to require people sitting at computers answering questions all day. Now, companies like Klarna reported in 2024 that their AI chatbot was handling the work that would have required 700 full-time customer service agents. The AI answered customer questions instantly, resolved issues faster, and the company didn't need to hire those 700 people. Data entry and administrative work is shrinking across industries. AI can sort emails, fill out forms, schedule meetings, organize data, and generate reports. Companies that used to have entire departments handling paperwork now have 2 people managing AI systems that do the same work. Junior programmers and QA testers are being hit particularly hard. GitHub reports that developers using their AI tool Copilot complete tasks 55% faster, which means you need fewer developers to write the same amount of code. And those entry-level coding jobs where people used to start their careers are disappearing from job boards. Companies are hiring senior developers who know how to manage AI tools instead of hiring 3 junior developers to write code manually. Graphic designers and video editors are seeing their industry transform. AI can generate images, edit videos, create animations, and produce marketing materials. Tools like Midjourney and Runway let one designer do work that used to require multiple specialists. Duolingo laid off contractors doing illustration work in 2024 and replaced them with AI-generated images. And they're not the only company making this shift. Writers and copywriters are competing with AI that can produce articles and marketing content in seconds. Accountants and bookkeepers are watching software handle tax preparation and financial reporting that they used to do manually. Marketing analysts are being replaced by AI that can analyze campaign performance, identify trends, and generate recommendations automatically. Recruiters are seeing AI screen resumes, scheduling interviews, and even conducting initial candidate assessments without human involvement. These jobs used to require years of education and professional experience. Companies invested time and money in training people to do this work. Now, AI can handle significant portions of these roles immediately, and companies are reorganizing around that reality. The pattern that's emerging is productivity rising without proportional job growth. Companies can expand their output without expanding their workforce. That's fundamentally different from how technology has worked in the past. Jobs in customer support, coding, and writing are disappearing. And it's not always obvious when it's happening. Some people are surviving by learning to use AI. A single designer with AI can now do what used to require 3 designers. A writer with AI tools can produce more content than a team of writers used to. One developer with Copilot can write code as fast as multiple junior developers. But here's what matters. Companies aren't keeping all 3 designers and tripling output. They're keeping 1 designer and maintaining the same output. The other 2 designers are gone. Humans are still needed for judgment, decision-making, and taking responsibility when things go wrong. AI can generate a marketing campaign, but someone still has to decide if it's actually good. AI can write code, but someone still has to review it and make sure it doesn't break everything, for now. New jobs are appearing around managing AI systems. AI prompt engineer, AI ethics officer, AI integration specialist. These positions are real, and they pay well. An AI prompt engineer at a major tech company can make between $175,000 and $335,000 according to job postings from 2024. But here's the math problem. If one AI systems manager making $200,000 replaces 10 customer support agents who each made $45,000, companies just cut their labor costs by more than half. The work is getting done. There are just fewer jobs doing it. And those new high-paying AI jobs aren't being created at anywhere near the rate that the other jobs are disappearing. A customer support agent can't easily transition to being an AI systems manager. The career ladder that used to exist is being replaced by a career gap. Here's what we're seeing. Companies aren't always announcing these cuts with big press releases. Sometimes jobs just shrink quietly. They stop hiring for certain positions. They don't replace people who leave. Job postings disappear from company websites. Departments that used to have 12 people now run with 7. The headcount drops without anyone making news about it, and the effects are showing up in unexpected ways. Companies used to hire junior employees and train them to become senior employees. That's how people built careers. You started at the bottom, learned on the job, and worked your way up over the years. But if AI can do the entry-level work, companies don't need to hire junior people anymore. They just hire senior people who already know how to use AI. So how do you become a senior designer if there are no junior designer jobs to start in? How do you become a senior developer if companies aren't hiring junior developers to train? The path from junior to senior is breaking in industries across the economy, and nobody has really figured out what replaces it. Law firms are hiring fewer paralegals because AI can review documents. Accounting firms are hiring fewer junior accountants because AI can prepare basic tax returns. Marketing agencies are hiring fewer entry-level copywriters because AI can generate first drafts. These were the roles where people used to learn the industry. Without them, the pipeline breaks. The people keeping their jobs aren't necessarily better workers. Sometimes it's about timing. Sometimes it's about relationships with management. Sometimes it's about which team happened to work on projects that leadership cared about. Companies are laying off senior engineers with 20 years of experience. They're laying off designers who've won industry awards. They're laying off people who did everything right and still got cut because the company decided AI could do enough of their job to make the position unnecessary. There's no skill you can learn that guarantees immunity from this. That's the uncomfortable reality. Even the people building AI tools are getting laid off when companies decide they can maintain systems with fewer engineers. What's particularly striking is that this is happening while the economy is growing. Corporate profits are at record highs. Productivity metrics are rising. Stock prices are up. But employment growth is slowing in sectors that are heavily adopting AI. We're seeing a disconnect between economic performance and job creation that hasn't really shown up this clearly before. Industries that used to hire steadily are now hiring selectively. Tech companies that used to bring in hundreds of new graduates every year are now only hiring dozens. Media companies that used to maintain large staffs are running lean operations with AI filling gaps. Even industries like healthcare are starting to use AI for administrative work, diagnosis support, and patient communication. The shifts are happening faster than anyone expected just a few years ago, and the speed is catching people off guard. AI is not eliminating all work, but it is changing how work is done and who benefits from it. The fear people feel isn't irrational. It comes from real changes happening in the economy right now. Jobs that used to be stable are becoming unstable. Career paths that used to make sense don't work the same way anymore. Students entering college today may not have a job when they graduate. The advice people got about building careers doesn't hold up when the industries themselves are restructuring. Previous technology made more jobs. When cars replaced horses, the automotive industry employed more people than the horse industry ever did. When computers replaced typewriters, the tech industry created millions of new positions. When the internet emerged, entirely new job categories were invented. Web designer, social media manager, data analyst. These didn't exist before, and suddenly they employed millions. But AI is different because it replaces the thinking part of jobs. It's not creating a new industry that needs millions of workers. It's making existing workers more productive, which means companies need fewer of them. The productivity gains go to shareholders and executives, not to expanding workforces. When productivity and jobs stop growing together, uncertainty becomes normal. People don't know if their job will exist in 5 years. They don't know if their industry will exist in 10 years. They don't know if the skills they're learning today will matter tomorrow. That uncertainty makes it harder to plan, harder to invest in education, and harder to take risks like starting a family or buying a house. We're finding out if companies can keep growing without hiring people. It used to work differently. When companies got bigger, they hired more workers. When the economy did well, more jobs were created. Higher productivity meant higher wages. That relationship might be breaking, and the early signs suggest it can break more thoroughly than most economists expected. The uncomfortable truth is that this might be the new normal. Companies are getting more profitable while employing fewer people. Productivity is rising while job security falls. Economic growth is happening without widespread employment growth, creating opportunities for average workers. This isn't about individual preparation or skill development. It's about a structural shift in how the economy operates, and we're watching it unfold in real time across industries. Some industries are getting hit harder than others. Jobs that can be done entirely on a computer are more vulnerable. Jobs that require physical presence are harder to automate. Healthcare still needs nurses and doctors to actually touch and interact with patients. Plumbers and electricians still need to show up to fix things. Teachers still need to be in classrooms managing kids. But even these industries are changing. AI is handling scheduling, billing, and administrative work. So even the safer industries are hiring fewer support staff. The pattern that's emerging is that no industry is completely immune, but some are moving more slowly than others. And even that could change as the technology improves. So that's the job market. Unstable, uncertain, changing fast. But let's say you make it through. You keep your job. You save money. You build a career despite all of this. There's still another problem waiting at the end. Millions of people worked for decades and saved money. They thought they did everything right. Now they're finding out they can't afford to stop working anyway. Go and watch this video next to find out why people can't afford to retire, and they're doing it anyway. This is Moneypedia, making money make sense.